Hi, good day. My name is Tijani Kiri, and I would be discussing my outcomes based on the plan that was set out at the beginning of the semester. I will be briefly reviewing some components of the Lean Canvas as well as the progress made over the semester. The components were further evaluated and documented in the summary paper itself. Just a little brief history. A1 Farms is an existing farm that is 9 years old. It consists of 4 major greenhouses and 2 plots of land. I live in the Caribbean, so the population is really small. Despite the population, there is always room for innovation and opportunities. The problem. Every great business started by solving a problem for people. Problems are a part of our everyday life. By clearly decipher the nature of the problem and how we are affected by it, we are better positioned to understand opportunities that could arise from them. Being a farmer, I would like to increase production, but problems such as pests and diseases and global warming can affect my production. After identifying the problem, we would then have to determine the root cause. My root cause is production due to climate change and pests and diseases. From root problems, we gain root problem opportunities. In regards to my problem brief, the problem I am trying to solve is increasing production to aid with food security, adapting to climate change, and educating oneself and others about issues such as manpower, pests, and diseases to increase production can be done about this issue. From this, we can see innovation in the future such as resilient livestock, crops, and enhancing technologies for farm systems. In regards to my problem brief, the problem I am trying to solve is increasing production to aid food security. This happens because climate change, pests, and diseases decrease production on the farm. I have talked with some farmers in my community regarding some existing solutions that has been deemed successful. Solutions. After talking to some of the farmers in the community regarding some existing solutions that has been deemed successful, along with further research, the solutions I have chosen to talk about briefly are increasing soil health, organic practices, and water control, same as irrigation management. When it comes to soil fertility, natural resource studies have proven that soil is the cornerstone of a fundamental ecosystem to function. Adding manure to the farm can help. Stabilizing the ratio of nitrogen-fixing crops like beans, peas, or clover to non-existing crops like legumes or grasses is the second step in improving soil health. The use of synthetic chemicals on the farm should be avoided wherever possible is the third way to improve soil health on the farm. Organic practices such as adding organic soil additions, manure and compost provide nutrients to the soil while also preventing pests from thriving. For each crop, determine what natural pesticides can be used. We grow different kinds of crops, so different pesticides will be used. Pests like aphids, for example, can be managed by predators that naturally inhabit a region and by enhancing biodiversity in areas where pests generally thrive. Aphids, for example, are a favorite food of birds. Sunflowers and other plants that attract birds can be beneficial. So basically the birds will basically feed on the aphids that will help get rid of the aphids in a humane way. And basically in irrigation management, installing an automated system to monitor the amount of water in the soil and the turning of the irrigation system on and off is the best way to improve irrigation management on the farm. Farmers may more accurately regulate the amount of water flowing into their crops with this technology. resulting in increased efficiency and cost saving for them. At the farm, we use this system to determine when the crop should get water at a certain time it is set. This way water is definitely saved. Products. A1 Farm offer a wide variety of fresh produce daily. My country imports a lot of products. Local businesses are the importers and they pay abroad enterprises or exporters for their products. The farm can reduce the importation because we are aiming towards our goal, increasing production. The farm offers a wide variety of plants and vegetables, some of which are tomatoes. These take up to 2 months to start producing and we provide 3 different types. Kale. Kale also takes up to 2 months. It is a very healthy leafy green. Cucumbers. Cucumbers takes little under 2 months to harvest from the vines. We produce 2 different kinds. Bell peppers. These generally share the same 2 months and we offer a mixed color variety such as red, green and yellow. Okra. Okra takes up to 60 days to mature. Another product we also provide that is very popular is lettuce. These grow fairly quick and we grow 3 different kinds of lettuce. We also offer many more produce not mentioned to assist the nation with food security. Market opportunity. Market opportunity. Once production has increased, the farm would be able to provide more products to the market. The beneficiaries include families, communities, and the government, and the products available would range from what was mentioned on the previous slide plus more. To fill the niche between performance and potential within the farm, we can use the gap analysis. In terms of filling the gap, we can use the SWOT analysis, the SWOT matrix. These tools are really helpful. This would be used to evaluate the farm's weaknesses, which is identified as low production due to climate change and pests and diseases. The farm has the ability to produce a large variety of crops in quantity. Opportunities and the threats that can result in a risk of failure can all be identified by these tools. Identifying market niche. By identifying the gaps in the market, we at the farm will be able to identify what customers need that is not in the market and therefore try to produce that and see how the customers react to the product. This will increase the chances of higher profits that bridge the gap between current performance and desired objectives. The business model. I'll be talking briefly about financials, the business risk and mitigation, and business sustainability. The business model can be utilized to help make the farm more financially stable. One way is to use it as a tool to help increase revenue. This might involve looking at ways to increase the price of the goods sold on the farm, increase production, or both. Using the business model to identify and manage risks can be used to identify a potential threat to the farm. This might involve looking at factors such as the farm location, the types of crops grown, the markets for the farm products, and so on. Once potential threats have been identified, the business model can be used to develop strategies to mitigate them. This might involve developing risk management plans, investing in insurance, or both. In terms of business sustainability, the farm will operate in a way that it is environmentally sustainable, such as mitigated erosion, boost soil fertility and oxygen from planting trees. We are aiming to increase the use of renewable resources and determining the financial feasibility of investing in renewable resources here on the farm in the Caribbean. A go-to market. One way to market the goods produced by the farm is to sell them to local businesses. This allows businesses to purchase large quantities of the farm goods. This is also great because the outlet is located near population centers and it allows businesses to sell the farm's products to the consumers. For example, daily we provide restaurants and eateries with produce that they later sell in the day. Another way to market the goods produced by the farm is to sell them to wholesalers or distributors. For example, we sell hotels and supermarkets wholesale of the produce that they later sell again. This is a good option for the farm because we produce a wide variety of items and allows the farm to reach a wide number of consumers through a single sale. One way to market the goods produced by the farm is to sell them directly to consumers through a farm stand or farmers market. We have an outlet and we do take part in farmers market which give customers an opportunity to purchase fresh produce. Competition and competitive advantage. This is really interesting because I live in the Caribbean and owning farms and working on farms is, I would say it's kind of common, and there's also a lot of people that attempt to do it. So, there's always competition, there's always people who wants to know how to do this, how do you do that, how to get better yield, because everyone communicates, right? And if everyone start growing their own food, then how would you get your produce to market or at least make a dollar off of your product? So basically, competition is present. One type of competition that arrive, for example, the farm or other farms. There's other farms that does farming, obviously, but they may do like a different variety of tomatoes that we may provide, or they might sell it for a lower cost, for example, but there are other several farms that produce similar products to the farm. These farms may be in the same region, in different regions or different countries. For my sake, it's in the same country. We may also compete with overseas farms because the government and other places import food, so it competes with our food that we grow also. Another competition that may arrive is that businesses that produce the same service. For example, our farm, we produce seedlings to customers, consultant, and other stuff needed to aid with their farm. Competition will always be present as long as we are able to increase production. We may have the upper hand because we are already producing fresh quality produce daily. Conclusion. In closing, based on research, birds feed on aphids. So therefore, we will plant a few plants that attracts birds, for example, sunflowers. This can be beneficial. Installing an automated system to monitor the amount of water in the soil and then turning the irrigation system on and off is the best way to improve irrigation management on the farm. We already have a few existing timers, but after doing research, I have realized that there are better ones that will truly help with irrigation management on the farm. We have already implemented those timers that I previously talked about on the drip line so that they feed the plant. In this way, we're able to regulate the amount of water, which increased efficiency. It is still too early to decide if our main problem would solve but the information obtained from this course have benefited the farm drastically and currently awaiting results from the solutions implemented. Thank you.